धूमज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतः पदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणरघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनाः सहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्णकरुणा सिन्धु दीनबन्धु जगत्पते गोपेश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोऽस्तुते तप्त काञ्चन गौराङ्गी राधे वृन्दावनेश्वरि वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। टेक्स्ट 27 to 28। ए शुद्ध भक्त लय करिमु अवतार करिब विविध वेद अद्भुत विहार वैकुंठाद्य नाही ये लीलार प्रचार से लीला करिब याते मोर चमत्कार। A. These Shuddha Bhakta pure devotees layya taking Karimu I shall make avatar incarnation Kariba I shall do Vividha Veda various kinds Adbhuta Vihar wonderful pastimes Vaikuntha in the Vaikuntha planets etc. Nahi not ye forever Leela of the pastimes Prachar broadcasting say those Leela pastimes Kariba I shall perform Yate in which Mora my Chamatkar wonder. Taking these pure devotees with me, I shall descend and sport in various wonderful ways, unknown even in the Vaikuntha. I shall broadcast such pastimes by which even I am amazed. Purport. Lord Krishna in the form of Lord Chaitanya educates his devotees to develop progressively to the stage of pure devotional service. Thus, he appears periodically as a devotee to take part in the various activities depicted in his sublime philosophy and teachings. There are innumerable Vaikuntha planets in the spiritual sky, and in all of them, Lord accepts the service rendered by his eternal devotees in a reverential mood. Therefore, Lord Krishna presents his most confidential pastimes as he enjoys them in his transcendental realm. Such pastimes are so attractive that they attract even the Lord, and thus he relishes them in the form of Lord Chaitanya. मुविषये गोपीगणैर उपातिभावे उपपतिभावे योगमाया करिबेक अपना प्रभावे. Movishay on the subject of me, Gopi Ganir of the gopis, Upapati Bhavi of the Paramar Bhavi in the position, Yogamaya, Yogmaya, Lord Krishna's internal potency, Karibeka will make Apana her own Prabhavi by the influence. The influence of Yogmaya will inspire the gopis with a sentiment that I am their paramour. Purport. Yogmaya is the name of the internal potency that makes the Lord forget himself and become an object of love for his pure devotee in different transcendental mellows. This Yogmaya potency creates a spiritual sentiment in the minds of the damsels of Praja by which they think of the Lord Krishna as their paramour. Their sentiment is never to be compared to mundane illicit sexual love. It has nothing to do with the sexual psychology. Although the pure love of such devotee seems to be sexual, one should know for certain that nothing can exist in the cosmic manifestation that has no real counterpart in the spiritual world. All material manifestations are emanations of the transcendence. The erotic principles of the amorous love reflected in the mixed material values are perverted reflections of the reality of the spirit. But one cannot understand the reality unless one is sufficiently educated in the spiritual science. आमी ह न जानीता ह न जाने गोपी गण दुहार रूप गुणे दुहार नित्य हरे मान. आमी ह I न जानी shall not know tah that न जाने will not know gopi gana the gopis duhar of the two rupa gune the beauty and qualities duhar of the two nitya always hare carry away mana the minds. Neither the gopis nor I shall notice this, for our minds will always be entranced by one another's beauty and qualities. Purport. In the spiritual sky, the Vaikuntha planets are predominated by Narayan. His devotees have the same features as he does, and the exchange of devotion there is on the platform of reverence. But above all these Vaikuntha planets is the Golok or Krishna Loka. where the original personality of Godhead, Krishna, fully manifests his pleasure potency in free loving affairs. Since the devotees in the material world know almost nothing about these affairs, the Lord desires to show these affairs to them. In Goloka Vrindavan, there is an exchange of love known as Parakiyaras. It is something like the attraction of the married woman for a man other than her husband. In the material world, this sort of relationship is the most abominable because it is a perfect perverted reflection of the Parakiyaras in the spiritual world, where it is the highest kind of loving affair. Such feelings between the devotee and the Lord are presented by the influence of Yogamaya. The Bhagavad Gita states that devotees of the highest grade are under the care of Daivamaya or Yogamaya. Mahatmanastu mamapartha devim prakritimashritah. Bhagavad Gita 9.13. Those who are actually great souls, Mahatmanas, are fully absorbed in Krishna consciousness, always engaged in the service of the Lord. They are under the care of Devi Prakriti or Yogmaya. Yogmaya creates a situation in which the devotee is prepared to transgress all regulative principles simply to love Krishna. A devotee naturally does not like to transgress the laws of reverence for the Supreme Personality of Godhead, but by the influence of Yogmaya, he is prepared to do anything to love the Supreme Lord better. Those under the spell of material energy cannot at all appreciate the activities of Yogmaya, for a conditioned soul can hardly understand the pure reciprocation between the Lord and his devotee. But by execution devotional service under the regulative principles, one can become very highly elevated and then begin to appreciate the dealings of pure love under the management of Yogmaya. In the spiritual loving sentiment induced by the Yogmaya potency, both Lord Sri Krishna and the damsels of Braja forget themselves in spiritual rapture. By the influence of such forgetfulness, the attractive beauty of the gopis plays a prominent part in the transcendental satisfaction of the Lord, who has nothing to do with the mundane sex. Because spiritual love of Godhead is above everything mundane, the gopis superficially seem to transgress the course of the mundane morality. This perpetually puzzles the mundane moralists. Therefore, Yogamaya acts to cover the Lord and his pastime from the eyes of mundaners, as confirmed in the Bhagavad Gita 7.25, where the Lord says that he reserves the right of not being exposed to everyone. The acts of Yogamaya makes it possible for the Lord and the gopis in loving ecstasy to sometimes meet and sometimes separate. These transcendental loving affairs of the Lord are unimaginable to empiricists involved in the impersonal feature of the absolute truth. Therefore, the Lord himself appears before the mundaners to bestow upon the highest form of the spiritual realization and also personally relish its essence. The Lord is so merciful that he himself descends to take the fallen souls back home, to the kingdom of Godhead, where the erotic principles of Godhead are eternally relished in the real form, distinct from the perverted sexual love so much adored and indulged in by the fallen souls in their diseased condition. The reason the Lord displays the Ras Leela is essentially to induce all the fallen souls to give up their diseased morality and religiosity, and to attract them to the kingdom of God to enjoy the reality. A person who actually understands what the Ras Leela is will certainly hate to indulge in the mundane sex life. For the realized soul, hearing the Lord's Ras Leela through the proper channel will result in complete abstinence from the material sexual pleasure. धर्म छाड़ी रागे दुहे कर ये मिलन कभू मेले कभू ना मिले देवेर घटान धर्म छाड़ी giving up religious customs ragi in love duhe both kar ye milana do milana meeting kabhu sometimes mile they meet kabhu sometimes na mile they do not meet devera or the destiny ghatana the happening. Translation: Pure attachment will unite us even at the expense of the moral and religious duties, dharma. Destiny will sometimes bring us together and sometimes separate us. Purport: The gopis came out to meet Krishna in the dead of the night when they heard the sound of his flute. Srila Rupa Goswami has accordingly composed a nice verse, see Adi 5, Adi 5.224, that describes the beautiful boy called Govinda standing by the bank of Yamuna with his flute to his lips in the shining moonlight. Those who want to enjoy life in the materialistic way of society, friendship, and love should not go to the Yamuna to see the form of Govinda. The sound of Lord Krishna's flute is so sweet that it has made the gopis forget all about their relationships with their kinsmen and flee to Krishna in the dead of the night. By leaving home in that way, the gopis transgressed the Vedic regulations of household life. This indicates that when natural feeling of love for Krishna becomes fully manifest, a devotee can neglect the conventional social rules and regulations. In the material world, we are situated in the designative positions only, but pure devotional service begins when one is freed from all designations. When love for Krishna is awakened, the designative positions are overcome. Spontaneous attraction for Sri Krishna for his dearest parts and parcels generates an enthusiasm that obliges Sri Krishna and the gopis to meet together. To celebrate this transcendental enthusiasm, there is a need of a sentiment of separation between the lover and the beloved. In the condition of the material tribulation, no one wants the pangs of separation, but in transcendental form, the very same separation, being absolute in its nature, strengthens the ties of the love and enhances the desire of the lover and the beloved to meet. The period of separation, evaluated transcendentally, is more relishable than actual meeting, which lacks the feeling of increasing anticipation because the lover and beloved are both present. एई सब रस निर्यास करिब आस्वाद एई द्वार करिबे सब भक्तेर प्रसाद एई सब these all रस निर्यास essence of mellows kariba I shall do aswad tasting ei dware by this kariba I shall do sab all bhaktere to the devotees prasad favor. I shall taste the essence of all these rasas, and in this way I shall favor all the devotees. व्रजेर निर्मल राग शूनि भक्त गण राग मार्गे भजे भजे येन छाड़ी धर्म कर्म ब्रजेर निर्मल of Raj spotless rag love shuni bhakta gana hearing the devotees rag marge on the path of spontaneous love bhaje they worship yena so that chadi giving up dharma religiosity karma fruitive activity. Translation. Then, by hearing about the pure love of the residents of Braja, devotees will worship on the path of spontaneous love, abandoning all rituals of religiosity and fruitive activity. Purport. Many realized souls, such as Raghunath Das Goswami and King Kulashekar, have recommended with great emphasis that one develop this spontaneous love of Godhead, even at the risk of transgressing all the traditional codes of morality and religiosity. Sri Raghunath Das Goswami, one of the six Goswamis of Vrindavan, has written his prayers called Manah Shiksha, that one should simply worship Radha and Krishna with all attention. Na dharmam na adharam shruti gana niruktam kilakaru. One should not be much interested in performing Vedic rituals or simply following rules and regulations. King Kulashekar has written similarly in his book Mukunda Mala Stotra. न नास्था धर्मेव न वासु निचयेनैव कामोपभोगे यद्भाव्यं तद्भवतु भगवान् पूर्वकर्मानुरूपम् एतत् प्रार्थ्यं मम बहु मतं जन्म जन्मान्तरे अपि त्वत् त्वत्पादाम्भोरुहयुग गता निश्चल भक्तिरस्तु. I have no attraction for performing religious rituals or holding any earthly kingdom. I do not care for sense enjoyments. Let them appear and disappear in accordance with my previous deeds. My only desire is to be fixed in devotional service to the Lord, lotus feet of the Lord, even though I may continue to take birth here life after life. अनुग्रहाय भक्तानां मानुष्यं देहमाश्रितः भजते तादृशी क्रीडा यः श्रुत्वा तत्परो भवेत्. Anugrahaya, for showing favor bhaktanam to the devotees, manusham, human like, deham, body, ashrita, accepting, bhajate, he enjoys tadrishi, such krida, pastimes, yah, which, shrutva, having heard, tatparaho bhavet, fully intent upon him, one must become. Translation. Krishna manifests his eternal human-like form and performs his pastimes to show mercy to the devotees. Having heard such pastimes, one should engage in service to him. Purport. This text is from Srimad Bhagavatam 10.33.36. The Supreme Personality of Godhead has innumerable expansions of his transcendental form, who eternally exist in the spiritual world. This material world is only a perverted reflection of the spiritual world, where everything is manifested without inebriety. There, is in its original existence, free from the domination of time. Time cannot deteriorate or interfere with the conditions in the spiritual world, where different manifestations of Supreme Personality of Godhead are the recipients of the worship of different living entities in their constitutional spiritual positions. In the spiritual world, all existence is unadulterated goodness. The goodness found in the material world is contaminated by the moods of passion and ignorance. The saying that human form of life is the best position for devotional service has its special significance because only in this form can a living entity revive his eternal relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The human form is considered the highest state in the cycle of species of life in the material world. If one takes advantage of the highest kind of material form, one can regain his position of the devotional service of the Lord. Incarnations of the Supreme Personality of Godhead appear in all species of life, although this is inconceivable to the human being. The Lord's pastimes are differentiated according to the appreciating capacity of different types of bodies of living entities. The Supreme Lord bestows the most merciful benediction upon the human society when he appears in his human form. It is then that humanity gets the opportunity to engage in different kinds of eternal service to the Lord. Special natural appreciation of the descriptions of a particular pastime of Godhead indicates the constitutional position of a living entity. Adoration, servitorship, friendship, paternal affection, and conjugal love are the five primary relationships with Krishna. The highest perfectional stage of conjugal relationships, enriched by many sentiments, gives the maximum relishable mellow to the devotee. The Lord appears in different incarnations as a fish, tortoise, and boar, as Parashuram, Lord Ram, Buddha, and so on, to reciprocate the different appreciations of living entities in different stages of evolution. The conjugal relationship of amorous love, called Parakyaras, is the unparalleled perfection of love exhibited by Lord Krishna and his devotees. A class of so called devotees known as Sahajas try to imitate the Lord's pastimes, although they have no understanding of the amorous love in his expansions of pleasure potency. Their superficial imitation can create havoc on the path of advancement of one's spiritual relationship with the Lord. Material sexual indulgence can never be equated with a spiritual love, which is an which is in unadulterated goodness. The activities of Sahajya simply lower one deeper into the material contamination of the senses and mind. Krishna's transcendental pastimes display eternal servitorship to Adhoksharya, the Supreme Lord, who is beyond all conception through the material senses. Materialistic conditioned souls do not understand the transcendental. अनुग्रहाय भक्तानां मानुषं देहमाश्रितः भजते तादृशी क्रीडा यः श्रुत्वा तत्परो भवेत्. Anugrahai for showing favor bhaktanam to the devotees manusham human like deham body ashrita accepting bhajate he enjoys tadrishi such krida pastimes yah which shrutva having heard tatpara fully intent upon him bhavet one must become. Krishna manifests his eternal human like form and performs his pastimes to show mercy to the devotees. Having heard such pastimes one should engage in service to him. Purport. This text is from Srimad Bhagavatam 10.33.36. The Supreme Personality of Godhead has innumerable expansions of his transcendental form, who eternally exist in the spiritual world. This material world is only a perverted reflection of the spiritual world, where everything is manifested without inebriety. There, everything in its original existence is in its original existence, free from the domination of time. Time cannot deteriorate or interfere with the conditions in the spiritual world, where different manifestations of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are the recipients of the worship of different living entities in their constitutional spiritual positions. In the spiritual world, all existence is unadulterated goodness. The goodness found in the material world is contaminated by the modes of passion and ignorance. The saying that the human form of life is the best position for the devotional service has its special significance because only in this form can a living entity revive his eternal relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The human form is considered the highest state in the cycle of the species of life in the material world. If one takes advantage of his highest kind of the material form, one can regain his position of devotional service to the Lord. Incarnations of Supreme Personality of Godhead appear in all species of life, although this is inconceivable to the human brain. The Lord's pastimes are differentiated according to the appreciating capacity of different types of bodies of living entities. The Supreme Lord bestows the most merciful benediction upon the human society when he appears in his human form. It is then that humanity gets the opportunity to engage in different kinds of eternal service to the Lord. Special natural appreciation of descriptions of the particular pastime of Godhead indicates the constitutional position of a living entity. Adoration, servitorship, friendship, parental affection, conjugal love are the five primary relationships with Krishna. The highest perfectional stage of the conjugal relationships, enriched by many sentiments gives the maximum relishable mellow to the devotee. The Lord appears in different incarnations as a fish, tortoise, and boar, as Parishuram, Lord Ram, Buddha, and so on, to reciprocate the different appreciations of living entities in different stages of evolution. The conjugal relationship of amorous love, called Parakiyaras, is the unparalleled perfection of love exhibited by the Lord Krishna and his devotees. A class of so-called devotees known as Sahajiyas try to imitate the Lord's pastimes, although they have no understanding of the aim or love in his expansions of pleasure potency. Their superficial imitation can create havoc on the path of advancement and one's spiritual relationship with the Lord. Material sexual indulgence can never be equated with the spiritual love, which is an unadulterated goodness. The activities of the Sahajiyas simply lower one deeper into the material contamination of the senses and mind. Krishna's transcendental pastimes display eternal servitorship to Adhoksharya, the Supreme Lord, who is beyond all the conception through material senses. Materialistic conditioned souls do not understand the transcendental exchanges of love, but they are like but they like to indulge in sense gratification in the name of devotional service. The activities of Supreme Lord can never be understood by irresponsible persons who think the pastimes of Radha and Krishna to be ordinary affairs. The Ras dance is arranged by Krishna's internal potency Yogamaya, and it is beyond their grasp of the materially affected person. Trying to throw mud into the transcendence with their perversity, the Sahajiyas misinterpret the sayings Tat pravartena nirmalam and Tat paro bhavet. By misinterpreting Tadrishi Krida, they want to indulge in sex while pretending to imitate Lord Krishna. But one must actually understand the imports of the words through the intelligence of the authorized Goswamis. Srila Narottam Das Thakur, in his prayers to the Goswamis, has explained his inability to understand such spiritual affairs. Rupa Raghunath Pade Haibeya Kuti Kabe Ham Bhuja Bose Jugal Piriti. When I shall be eager to understand the literature given by the Goswamis, then I shall be able to understand the transcendental love affairs of Radha and Krishna. In other words, unless one is trained under the disciplic succession of the Goswamis, one cannot understand Radha and Krishna. The conditioned souls are naturally averse to understanding the spiritual existence of the Lord, and if they try to know the transcendental nature of the Lord's pastimes while they remain absorbed in the materialism, they are sure to blunder like the Sahajiyas. भवेत् क्रिया विधिलीन से इह काय कर्तव्य अवश्य अन्यथा प्रत्यवय. Bhavet Kriya, Bhavet, the verb Vidhilina, an injunction of the imperative mood, say that, Iha, here, Kaya says, Kartavya, to be done, Avashya, certainly, A, this, Anyatha, otherwise, Pratyavaya, detriment. Here is the use of the verb, Bhavet, which is in imperative mood, tells us that this certainly must be done. Non-compliance would be abandonment of duty. Purport. This imperative is application to pure devotees. Neophytes will be able to understand these affairs only after being elevated to by regulative devotional service under the expert guidance of the spiritual master. Then they too will be competent to hear the love affairs of Radha and Krishna. As long as one is in the material conditioned life, strict discipline is required in the matter of moral and immoral activities. The absolute world is transcendental and free from such distinctions because there inebriety is not possible. But in this material world, a sexual appetite necessitates distinction between moral and immoral conduct. There are no sexual activities in the spiritual world. The transactions between lover and beloved in the spiritual world are pure transcendental love and unadulterated bliss. One who has not been attracted by the transcendental beauty of rasa will certainly be dragged down into the material attraction, thus to act in material contamination and progress to the darkest region of the hellish life. But by understanding the conjugal love of Radha and Krishna, one is freed from the grip of attraction to the material, so-called love between man and woman. Similarly, one who understands the pure parental love of Nanda and Yashoda for Krishna will be saved from being dragged into material parental affection. If one accepts Krishna as the supreme friend, the attraction of material friendship will be finished for him, and he will not be dismayed by so-called friendship with mundane wranglers. If he is attracted by the servitorship to Krishna, he will no longer have to serve the material body in the degraded status of the material existence, with false hope of becoming master in the future. Similarly, one who sees the greatness of Krishna in neutrality will certainly never again seek the so-called relief of the impersonalist or voidist philosophy. If one is not attracted by the transcendental nature of Krishna, one is sure to be attracted by the material enjoyment. Thus, to become implicated in the clinging network of virtuous and sinful activities, and to continue material existence by transmigrating from material body to another, only in Krishna consciousness can one achieve the highest perfection of life. ही वांछायेचे कृष्ण प्रकट्याकरण असुर संहार अनुसंग प्रयोजन एई मत चैतन्य कृष्ण पूर्ण भगवान युग धर्म परिवर्तन नाही तारे काम. He, this vancha, desire, yeche, just as Krishna, of Lord Krishna, prakatya, for the manifestation, karana, reason, asura samhar, the killing of demons, anusanga, secondary, prayojan, reason, mata, like this, Chaitanya, as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Krishna, Lord Krishna, Purna, full, Bhagavana, the Supreme Personality of God, Yuga Dharma, the religion of the age, Parvartana, Pravartana, initiating, Nahi is not, Tara, of him, Kama, the desire. Translation: just as these desires are the fundamental reason for Krishna's appearance, whereas destroying the demons is only an incidental necessity, so for Sri Krishna Chaitanya, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, promulgating the dharma of the age is incidental. कोन कारण यबे हैल अवतारे मान युग धर्म काल हैल से काले मेलाना. कोन कारण, by some reason, yabe, when, haila, there was, avatare, in incarnation, mana, inclination, yuga dharma, for the religion of the age, kala, the time, haila, there was, se kali, at that time, melana, conjunction. Translation: when the Lord desired to appear for another reason, the time for promulgating the religion of the age also arose. दुई हेतु अवतारी लैया भक्तगण अपने अस्वादे प्रेम नाम संकीर्तन. दुई हेतु, two reasons, avatari, incarnating, laya bhaktagan, taking the devotees, apane, himself, aswadi, tastes, prema, love of God, nama sankirtan, and congregational chanting of the holy name. Thus, with two intentions, the Lord appeared with his devotees and tasted the nectar of prema with the congregational chanting of the holy name. सेई द्वारे अचंडाले कीर्तन संचारे नाम प्रेम माला कांति गंथि पाराइला samsare. Sei dware, by that, achandale, even among the chandalas, kirtana sanchare, the chanting of the holy name, sanchare, he infuses nama of the holy name, prema, and of love of God, mala, the garland, ganthi, stringing together, paraila, he put it on, samsare, the whole material world. Translation: thus he spread kirtan even among the untouchables. He wove a wreath of the holy name and prema, with which he garlanded the entire material world. एई मत भक्त भाव करी अंग का अंगीकार अपनी आचारी भक्ति करिला प्रचार. एई mata, like this, bhakti bhav, bhakta bhava, the position of a devotee, kari, making, angikar, acceptance, apani, himself, achari, practicing, bhakti, devotional service, karila, did, prachar, propagation. Translation: in this way, assuming the sentiment of a devotee, he preached the devotional service while practicing it himself. When Rupa Goswami met Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu at Prayag, Allahabad, he offered his respectful obeisance by submitting that Lord Chaitanya was more magnanimous than any other avatar of Krishna because he was distributing love of Krishna. His mission was to enhance the love of Godhead. In the human form of life, the highest achievement is to attain the platform of love of Godhead. Lord Chaitanya did not invent a system of religion as people sometimes assume. Religious systems are meant to show the existence of God, who is then generally approached as the cosmic order supplier. But Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's transcendental mission is to distribute love of Godhead to everyone. Anyone who accepts God as a supreme can take to the process of chanting Hare Krishna and become a lover of God. Therefore, Lord Chaitanya is the most magnanimous. This munificent broadcasting of devotional service is possible only for Krishna himself. Therefore, Lord Chaitanya is Krishna. In the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna has taught the philosophy of surrender to the Supreme Personality to the Supreme Personality of Godhead as the Supreme Personality of God. One who has surrendered to the Supreme Person and can make further progress by learning to love Him. Therefore, the Krishna consciousness movement propagated by Lord Chaitanya is especially meant for those who are cognizant of the presence of Supreme Godhead, the ultimate controller of everything. His mission is to teach people how to dovetail themselves into the engagements of transcendental loving service. He is Krishna teaching his own service from the position of a devotee. The Lord's acceptance of the role of a devotee in the eternal form of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is another of Lord's wonderful features. A conditioned soul cannot reach the absolute personality of Godhead by his imperfect endeavor, and therefore it is wonderful that Lord Sri Krishna, in the form of Lord Gauranga, has made it easy for everyone to approach him. Swarup Damodar Goswami has described Lord Chaitanya as Krishna himself with the attitude of Radharani, or a combination of Radha and Krishna. The intention of Lord Chaitanya is to taste Krishna's sweetness in the transcendental love. He does not care to think of himself as Krishna because he wants the position of Radharani. We should remember this. A class of so-called devotees called Nadiya Nagaris or Gaura Nagaris pretend that they have the sentiment of the gopis towards Lord Chaitanya, but they do not realize that he placed himself not as the enjoyer Krishna but as the enjoyed, the devotee of Krishna. The concoctions of unauthorized person pretending to be bona fide have not been accepted by Lord Chaitanya. Presentations such as those of Gaura Nagaris are only disturbances to the sincere execution of the mission of the Lord Chaitanya. Lord Chaitanya is undoubtedly Krishna himself, and he is always non-different from Srimati Radharani. But the emotion technically called Vipralamba Bhava, which is the Lord adopted for confidential, which the Lord adopted for confidential reasons, should not be disturbed in the name of service. A mundaner should not unnecessarily intrude into affairs of the transcendence and thereby displease the Lord. One must always be on guard against this sort of devotional anomaly. The devotee is not meant to create disturbances to Krishna. As Srila Rupa Goswami has explained, devotional service is anukulyena or favorable to Krishna. Acting unfavorably toward Krishna is not devotion. Kamsa was the enemy of Krishna. He always thought of Krishna, but he thought of him as an enemy. One should always avoid such unfavorable so-called service. Lord Chaitanya has accepted the role of Radharani, and we should support that position as Swarup Damodar did in the Gambhira, the Roop, the room where the Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu stayed in Puri. He always reminded Lord Chaitanya of Radha's feelings of separation as they are described in Srimad Bhagavatam, and Lord Chaitanya appreciated his assistance. But the Gaura Nagaris, who placed Lord Chaitanya in the position of enjoyer and themselves as his enjoyed, are not approved by Lord Chaitanya or by Lord Chaitanya's followers. Instead of being blessed, the foolish imitators are left completely apart. Their concoctions are against the principles of Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. The doctrine of the transcendental enjoyment of by Krishna cannot be mixed up with the doctrine of the transcendental feeling of separation from Krishna in the role of Radharani. दास्य साख्य वात्सल्य आर ये श्रृंगार चारि प्रेम चतुर्वेद भक्तई आधार दास्य servitude साख्य friendship vatsalya parental affection are and ye that shringar conjugal love chari four types prema love of God chaturveda four kinds bhaktai devotees adhar the containers. Translation: Four kinds of devotees are the receptacles of the four kinds of mellows in love of God, namely servitude, friendship, parental affection, and conjugal love. निज निज भाव सबे श्रेष्ठ करी माने निज भावे करे कृष्ण सुख आस्वादने निज निज each his own bhava sabe all shrestha kari making the best mane accepts Neja Bhave in his own kare does Krishna Sukha happiness in with Lord Krishna aswadane tasting. Each kind of devotee feels that his sentiment is the most excellent and thus in that mood he tastes great happiness with Lord Krishna. तटस्थ हैया मने विचार अधिकारी सब रस हैते श्रृंगारे अधिक माधुरी. Totust hayya becoming impartial mane in the mind vichar consideration yadikari if doing sabarasa all the mellows haite than shringare in conjugal love adhika greater madhuri sweetness. But if we compare sentiments in an impartial mood, we find that conjugal sentiment is superior to all others in sweetness. Purport. No one is higher or lower than anyone else in the transcendental relationships with the Lord, for in the absolute realm everything is equal. But although these relationships are absolute, There are also transcendental differences between them. Thus, the transcendental relationship of conjugal love is considered the highest perfection. यथोत्तरं यथोत्तरम् असौ स्वाद विशेषोल्लासमय्यपि रतिर्वासनया स्वाद्वी भासते कापि कस्यचित् यथोत्तरं one after another असौ that swad vishesha of particular taste ullasamai consisting of increase api although rati love vasanaya by the different desire swadvi sweet bhashate exist kapi any kasyachit of someone the devotee. Increasing love is experienced in various tastes one above another, but that love which has highest taste in gradual succession of the desire manifests itself in the form of conjugal love. Purport. This is the verse from Srila Rupa Goswami's Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu 2.5.38. अतएव मधुर रस कहीं तार नाम स्वकीय पर किया भवे द्विविध संस्थान. अतएव therefore madhur sweet ras mellow kahi I say tar naam of that the name swakiya own parakiya and the name parakiya and others bhavik in the moods dviveda two types samsthan positions. Translation. Therefore, I call it Madhura Ras. It has further two divisions, namely wedded and unwedded love. परकीया भावे अतिरसेर उल्लास ब्रजवेन इहार अन्यत्र nahi vas. Parakiya bhave in the mood of parakiya or conjugal relations outside of marriage. Ati very great rasera of mellow ullas increase. Brajavena except for Braja ihar of this anyatra anywhere else. Nahi there is not vas residence. Translation. There is a great increase of mellow in the unwedded conjugal mood. Such love is found nowhere but in Braja. व्रजवधूगणेर एयि भवने भावनेरवधि तार मध्ये श्रीराधाय भावेरवधि. Brajavadhu of the young wives of Braja, A this Bhava mood Niravadi unbounded, Taramadhi among them, Sri Radhaya in Srimati Radharani, Bhavera of the mood, Avadi, the highest limit. Translation. This mood is unbounded in the damsels of Braja, but among them it finds its perfection in Sri Radha. प्रौध निर्मल भाव प्रेम सर्वोत्तम कृष्णेर माधुर्य रस आस्वाद कारण. प्रौध matured निर्मल भाव pure condition prema love sarvotam best of all krishnera of Lord Krishna madhurya ras the mellow of conjugal relationship aswad of the tasting karan the cause. Her pure, mature love surpasses that of all others. Her love is the cause of Lord Krishna's tasting the sweetness of conjugal relationship. अतएव सेई भाव अंगीकार करी साधी लेण निज वांछा गौरंग श्री हरि. अतएव therefore सेई भाव that mood अंगीकार करी accepting साधी लेण fulfilled निज his own वांछा desire गौरंग Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu Sri Hari the supreme personality of Godhead. Therefore Lord Gauranga, who is Sri Hari himself, accepted the sentiments of Radha and thus fulfilled his own desires. Purport. Of the four kinds of reciprocation of loving service, Dasa, Sakhya, Vatsalya, and Madhurya, Madhurya is considered the fullest, but the conjugal relationship is further divided into two varieties, namely Swakiya and Parakiya. Swakiya is the relationship with Krishna as a formally married husband, and Parakiya is the relationship with Krishna as a paramour. Expert analysts have decided that transcendental ecstasy of Parakiya Melu is better because it is more enthusiastic. This phase of conjugal love is found in those who have surrendered to the Lord in intense love, knowing well that such illicit love with a paramour is not morally approved in society. The risk involved in such love of Godhead makes this emotion superior to the relationship in which such risk is not involved. The validity of such risk, however, is possible only in the transcendental realm. Swakiya and Parakiya conjugal love of Godhead have no existence in the material world, and Parakiya is not exhibited anywhere in the Vaikuntha, but only in the portion of Goloka Vrindavan known as Braja. Some devotees think that Krishna is eternally the enjoyer in Goloka Vrindavan, but only sometimes comes to the platform of Raja to enjoy Parakiyas. The six Goswamis of Vrindavan, however, have explained that Krishna's pastimes in Braja are eternal, like his other activities in Goloka Vrindavan. Braja is a confidential part of Goloka Vrindavan. Krishna exhibited his Vraja pastimes on the surface of this world, and similar pastimes are eternally exhibited in Vraja in Goloka Vrindavan, where Parakiya Ras is ever existent. In the third chapter of this epic, Srila Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami has explicitly accepted the fact that Krishna appears in this material world at the end of Dwapar age of the 28th Chaturyuga of Vaivasvata Manu and brings with him his Vrajadham, which is eternal abode of his highest pastimes. As Lord appears by his own internal potency, so he also brings all his paraphernalia by the same internal potency, without extraneous help. It is further stated that here in Chaitanya Charitamrita that Parakiya sentiment exists only in that transcendental realm and nowhere else. The highest form of ecstasy can exist only in the most confidential part of the transcendental world. But by the causeless mercy of Lord, we can have a peep into that invisible Braja. The transcendental mellow relished by the gopis in Braja is super excellently featured in Srimati Radharani. Mature assimilation of the transcendental humor of conjugal love is represented by Srimati Radharani, whose feelings are incomprehensible even to the Lord himself. The intensity of her loving service is the highest form of ecstasy. No one can surpass Srimati Radharani in relishing the qualities of the Lord through this supreme transcendental mellow. Therefore, the Lord himself agreed to assume the position of Radharani in the form of Lord Sri Gauranga. He then realized the highest position of the Parakyaras as exhibited in the transcendental abode of Raja. सुरेशानां दुर्गं गतिरतिशयेनो उपनिषदां मुनीनां सर्वस्वं प्रणतपतलीनां मधुरिमा विनीर्यस्य प्रेम्णो निखिलपशुपालम्बुजदृशां स चैतन्य किं मे पुनरपि दृश्योर्यास्यति पदम्. Sura Ishanam of the kings of demigods, Durgam, fortress, Gati, the goal, Atishayena, eminently, Upanishadam of the Upanishads, Muninam of the sages, Sarvasvam, be the be all and end all, Pranatapati, Pranatapatalina of the group of devotees, Madhurima, the sweetness, Vinirnaya Saha, the essence, Premna of love, Nikhila all, Pashupal of the cowherd woman, Ambuja Drisham, lotus eyed, Saha, he, Chaitanya, Lord Chaitanya, Kim, what, may, my, Puna, again, Api, certainly, Drisho of the two eyes, Yasyati, welcome, Padam, to the boat. Translation. Lord Chaitanya is the shelter of the demigods, the goal of the Upanishads, and the be all and end all of the great sages, the beautiful shelter of his devotees, and the essence of the love of lotus eyed gopis. Will he again be the object of my vision? अपारं कस्यापि प्रणयी जनवृन्दस्य कुतुकी रसस्तोमं हृत्वा माधुरम् उपभोक्तुं कम् अपि यः रुचं स्वाम् आवव्रे द्यूतिम् इह तदीयं प्रकटयन् स देवश्चैतन्याकृतिरतितारां नः कृपायतु. Aparam, boundless, kasya api of someone, pranayi, janavrindasya of the multitude of lovers, kutuki, one who is curious, rasastomam, the group of mellows, kritva, stealing, madhuram, sweet, upabhoktum, to enjoy, kamapi, some, yah, who, rucham, luster, swam, own, avavari, covered, dyutim, luster, iha, here, tadiyam, related to him, Prakatayan, manifesting Sa, He, Deva, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Chaitanya Kriti, having the form of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Atitaram, greatly, Nah, unto us, Kripayatu, may He show His mercy. Translation. Lord Krishna desired to taste the limitless nectarian mellows of love of one of his multitude of loving damsels, Sri Radha, and so he has assumed the form of Lord Chaitanya. He has tasted that love while hiding his own dark complexion with her effulgent yellow color. May that Lord Chaitanya confer upon us his grace. Purport. Text 51 and 52 are respectively Prathama Sri Chaitanya Staka 2 and Dvitiya Sri Chaitanya Ashtaka 3 from the Stavamala of Srila Rupa Goswami. भावग्रहणेर हेतु कैल धर्म स्थापन तार मुख्य हेतु कही शोन सर्वजन. Bhavagrahanir of accepting the mood, hetu the reason, kaila did, dharma religion, stapana establishing, tara of that, mukhya principle, hetu reason, kahi I say, shuna please hear, sarvajana everyone. Translation. To accept ecstatic love is the main reason he appeared and re-established the religious systems for this age. I shall now explain that reason. Everyone please listen. मूल हेतु आगे श्लोकेर कैल आभास एव कही से श्लोकेर अर्थ प्रकाश. मूल हेतु, the root cause, age, in the beginning, shloker of the verse kaila gave abhas hint, ebe now kahi I shall speak, say that shloker of the verse artha meaning, prakash manifestation. Having first given the hints about the verse describing the principal reason why the Lord appeared, now I shall manifest its full meaning. राधा कृष्ण प्रणय विकृतिरल्हादिनिर्शक्तिरस्मात् एकात्मानम् अपि भुवि पुर देहभेदौ गतौ तौ चैतन्याख्यं प्रकटमधुना तद्वयं च ऐक्यमाप्तं राधा भावद्युति सुवलितं नौमि कृष्णस्वरूपम्. Radha, Srimati Radharani, Krishna, of Lord Krishna, Pranay, of love, Vikriti, the transformation, Allah, the inner Shakti Rasmat, pleasure potency, Asmat, from this, Ekatmano, both the same in identity, Api, although Bhuvi, on earth, Pura, from the beginningless time, Deha Bhedam Gatauto, separate forms, Gatau, obtained, Tau, these two, Chaitanyakyam, known as Sri Chaitanya, Prakatam, manifest, Aduna, now, Tatdvayam, of two of them, Cha and Akyam, unity, Aptam, obtained, Radha of Srimati Radharani, Bhav, mood, duty, the luster, Subalitam, who is adorned with Naomi, I offer my obeisances, Krishna Swarupam, to him who is identical with Sri Krishna. Translation. The loving affairs of Sri Radha and Krishna are transcendental manifestations of Lord's internal pleasure giving potency. Although Radha and Krishna are one in their identity, they separate themselves eternally. Now these two transcendental identities have again united in the form of Sri Krishna Chaitanya. I bow down to him who has manifested himself with the sentiment and complexion of Srimati Radharani, although he is Krishna himself. Purport. This text is from the diary of Srila Swarupa Damodar Goswami. It appears as the fifth or the first 14 verses of Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. राधा कृष्ण एक आत्मा दुई देहधारी अन्योन्य बेला से रस आस्वादन करी. Radha Krishna, Radha and Krishna, एक one Atma self, dui two deha bodies, dhari assuming, अन्य one another vilasi they enjoy rasa the mellows of love, aswadana kari tasting. Translation. Radha and Krishna are one and the same, but they have assumed two bodies. Thus, they enjoy each other tasting the mellows of love. Purport. The true transcendentalists, Radha and Krishna, are a puzzle to the materialists. The above description of Radha and Krishna from the diary of Srila Swarup Damodar Goswami is a condensed explanation, but one needs great spiritual insight to understand the mystery of these two personalities. Whereas enjoying in two, Sri Krishna is the potent factor and Srimati Radharani is the internal potency. According to the Vedanta philosophy, there is no difference between the potent and the potency. They are identical. We cannot differentiate between one and the other any more than we can separate fire from heat. Everything in the absolute is inconceivable in relative existence. Therefore, in relative cognizance, it is very difficult to assimilate this truth of the oneness between the potent and the potency. The philosophy of inconceivable oneness and difference propounded by the Lord Chaitanya is the only source of understanding for such intricacies of transcendence. In fact, Radharani is the internal potency of Sri Krishna, and she eternally intensifies the pleasure of Sri Krishna. Impersonalists cannot understand this without the help of Mahabhagavata devotee. The very name Radha suggests that Srimati Radharani is eternally the topmost mistress of the comforts of Sri Krishna. As such, she is a medium transmitting the living entity's service to Sri Krishna. Devotees in Vrindavan therefore seek the mercy of Srimati Radharani in order to be recognized as loving servitors of Sri Krishna. Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu personally approaches the fallen conditioned souls of the Iron Age to deliver the highest principle of the transcendental relationships with the Lord. The activities of Lord Chaitanya are primarily in the role of pleasure giving portion of his internal potency. The absolute personality of Godhead, Sri Krishna, is the omnipotent form of transcendental existence, knowledge, and bliss in full. His internal potency is exhibited first as Sat, or existence, or in other words, as the portion that expands the existence function of the Lord. When the same potency displays full knowledge, it is called Chit, or Samvit, which expands the transcendental forms of the Lord. Finally, when the same potency plays as a pleasure giving medium to it is known as Lahadini, or the transcendental blissful potency. Thus the Lord manifests his internal potency in the three transcendental divisions. सेई दुई एक एबे चैतन्य गोसाई रस आस्वादिते दोहे हैल एक थाई. सेई दुई, these two, एक one, एबे now, Chaitanya Gosai, Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, rasa mellow aswadite to taste, dohe the two, haila have become ek thai, one body. Now to enjoy rasa, they have appeared in one body as Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. इथि लागी आगे करी तार विवरण यहाँ हेते हय गौरेर महिमा कथन. इथि लागी, for this age first kari I shall do tar of that vivaran description. Yaha haite, from which haya there is gaurer of Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, mahima kathan, the glory relating. Translation. Therefore I shall first delineate the position of Radha and Krishna. From that description the glory of Lord Chaitanya will be known. राधिका हयेण कृष्णेर प्रणय विकार स्वरूप शक्ति अल्हादिनी नाम यहार. Radhika, Srimati Radharani, Hayena is Krishner of Lord Krishna, Pranaya Vikar, transformation of love, Swarup Shakti, personal energy, Alhadini, Naam, name, Yahar, whose. Translation. Srimati Radhika is a transformation of Krishna's love. She is his internal energy called Alhadini. अल्हादिनी काराय कृष्ण आनंदास्वादान अल्हादिनीर द्वार करे भक्तेर पोषण. Alhadini, the Alhadini energy, Karai causes to do Krishna in the Lord Krishna, Ananda Aswadana, tasting of the bliss. Alhadini Dwar, by the pleasure potency, Kare does Bhaktera of the devotee, Poshana, nourishing. That Alhadini energy gives Krishna pleasure and nourishes his devotee. Purport. Srila Jiva Goswami has elaborately discussed the Alhadini potency in his Preeti Sandarbh. He says that Vedas clearly state only devotional service can lead one to the personality of Godhead. Only devotional service can help a devotee meet the Supreme Lord face to face. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is attracted by devotional service, and as such, the ultimate supremacy of Vedic knowledge rests in the knowledge and science of the devotional service. What is the particular attraction that makes the Supreme Lord enthusiastic to accept the devotional service, and what is the nature of such service? The Vedic scripture informs us that Supreme Personality of Godhead, the Absolute Truth, is self-sufficient and that Maya, nescience, can never influence him at all. Therefore, the potency that overcomes the Supreme must be purely spiritual. Such a potency cannot be anything of the material manifestation. The bliss enjoyed by the Supreme Personality of Godhead cannot be of material composition, like the impersonalist conception of the bliss of Brahman. Devotional service is the reciprocation between two, and therefore it cannot be located simply within oneself. Therefore, the bliss of self-realization, Brahmanand, cannot be equated with the devotional service. The Supreme Personality of Godhead has three kinds of internal potency, namely Alhadini Shakti or pleasure potency, the Sandhini Shakti or existential potency, and the Samvit Shakti or cognitive potency. In the Vishnu Purana 1.12.69, the Lord is addressed as follows: O Lord, you are the support of everything. The three attributes Alhadini, Sandhini, and Samvit exist in you as one spiritual energy, but the material modes which cause happiness, misery, and mixtures of the two do not exist in you, for you have no material qualities. Alhadini is the personal manifestation of the blissfulness of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, by which he enjoys pleasure, because the pleasure potency is perpetually present in the Supreme God Lord. The theory of impersonalist that the Lord appears in the material mode of goodness cannot be accepted. The impersonalist conclusion is against the Vedic version that Lord possesses a transcendental pleasure potency. When the pleasure potency of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is exhibited by His grace in the person of a devotee, that manifestation is called love of God. Love of God is an epithet for the pleasure potency of the Lord. Therefore, devotional service reciprocated between the Lord and his devotee is an exhibition of the transcendental pleasure potency of the Lord. The potency of the Supreme Personality of Godhead that always enriches him with transcendental bliss is not material, but the Shankarites have accepted it as such because they are ignorant of the identity of the Supreme Lord and his pleasure potency. Those ignorant persons cannot understand the distinction between the impersonal spiritual bliss and the variegatedness of the spiritual pleasure potency. The Alhadini potency gives the Lord all transcendental pleasure, and the Lord bestows such a potency upon his pure devotee. सच्चिदानंद पूर्ण कृष्णेर स्वरूप एक चित शक्ति तार धरे तीन रूप. Satchidanand, eternity, knowledge and bliss, Purna, full, Krishnera, of Lord Krishna, Swarupa, own form, Ekai, one, Chit Shakti, the spiritual energy, Tar, of him dhare teen rupa, manifest three forms. Lord Krishna's body is eternal, Sat, full of knowledge, Chit, and full of bliss, Anand. His one spiritual energy manifests three forms. आनन्दांशे अल्हादिनि सदंशे सन्धिनि चिदंशे संवित् ज्ञारे ज्ञानकरिमानि. Anandamshe in the bliss portion, Alhadini the pleasure potency, Shatamshe in the eternal portion, Sandhini the existence expanding energy, Chitamshe in the cognizant portion, Samvit the full energy of knowledge, Yare which Jnana Kari as knowledge Mani I accept. Translation: Alhadini is his aspect of bliss, Sandhini of eternal existence, and Samvit of cognizance, which is also accepted as knowledge. Purport: in his thesis Bhagavad Sandarbh 103, Srila Jiva Goswami explains the potencies of the Lord as follows. The transcendental potency of Supreme Personality of Godhead, by which he maintains his existence, is called Sandhini. The transcendental potency by which he knows himself and causes others to know him is called Samvit. The transcendental potency by which he possesses the transcendental bliss and causes his devotee to have bliss is called Alhadini. The total exhibition of these potencies is called Vishuddha Sattva, and this platform of spiritual variegatedness is displayed even in the material world when the Lord appears here. The pastimes and manifestations of the Lord in the material world are therefore not at all material. They belong to the pure transcendental state. The Bhagavad Gita confirms that anyone who understands the transcendental nature of the Lord's appearance, activities, and disappearance becomes eligible for the freedom of material bondage upon quitting the present material tabernacle. He can enter into the spiritual kingdom to associate with the Supreme Personality of Godhead and reciprocate the Alhadini potency in transaction between him and the Lord. In the mundane mode of goodness, there are tinges of passion and ignorance. Therefore, mundane goodness, being mixed, is called Mishra Sattva. But the transcendental variegatedness of Vishuddha Sattva is completely free from all mundane qualities. Vishuddha Sattva is therefore the proper atmosphere in which to experience the personality of Godhead and its transcendental pastimes. Spiritual variegatedness is eternally independent of all material conditions and is non-different from the Supreme Personality of Godhead, both being absolute. The Lord and his devotees simultaneously perceive the Lahadini potency directly by the power of Samvit potency. The material modes of nature control the conditioned souls, but the Supreme Personality of Godhead is never influenced by these modes, as all Vedic literatures directly and indirectly corroborate. Lord Krishna himself says in the 11th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam 11.25.12, Sattvam Rajas Tama iti guna jivasya naiva me. The material modes of goodness, passion, and ignorance are connected with the conditioned souls, but never with me, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Vishnu Purana confirms this as follows. सत्त्वादयो न सन्ति यत्र न प्राकृतगुणः स शुद्धः सर्वशुद्धेभ्यः पुमानाद्य प्रसीदतु. The Supreme Personality of Godhead Vishnu is beyond the three qualities of goodness, passion, and ignorance. No material qualities exist in him. May that original person Narayan, who is situated in a completely transcendental position, be pleased with us. In the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam 10.27.4, in the praises Krishna as follows. विशुद्धसत्त्वं तव धाम शान्तं तपोमयं ध्वस्तरज रजस्तमस्कं मायामयो अयं गुणसम्प्रवाहो न विद्यते ते अग्रहाणानुबन्ध. My dear Lord, your abode is Vishuddha Sattva, always undisturbed by the material qualities, and the activities there are in transcendental loving service unto your feet. The goodness, austerity, and penance of the devotees enhance such activities, which are always free from the contamination of passion and ignorance. Material qualities cannot touch you under any circumstances. When not manifested, the modes of material nature are said to be in goodness. When they are externally manifested and active in producing the varieties of material existence, they are said to be in passion. And when there is a lack of activity and variegatedness, they are said to be in ignorance. In other words, the pensive mood is goodness, activity is passion, and inactivity is ignorance. Above all, these mundane qualitative manifestations is Vishuddha Sattva. When it is predominated by Sandhini potency, it is perceivable as the existence of all that be. When it is predominated by Samvit potency, it is perceived as knowledge in transcendence. And when predominated by Alhadini potency, it is perceived as the most confidential love of God, Vishuddha Sattva. The simultaneous manifestation of these three in one is the main feature of the kingdom of God. The absolute truth is therefore substance of reality, eternally manifest in three energies. The manifestation of internal energy of the Lord is the inconceivably variegated spiritual world. The manifestation of the marginal energy comprises the living entities, and the manifestation of the external energy is the material cosmos. Therefore, the absolute truth includes these four principles: the Supreme Personality of Godhead Himself, His internal energy, the marginal energy, and the external energy. The form of the Lord and the expansions of His form as Swayam Rupa and Vaibhav Prakash are directly the enjoyers of the internal energy, which is the eternal exhibitor of the spiritual world, the most confidential of the manifestations of energy. External manifestation, the material energy, provides the covering bodies of the conditioned living entities, from Brahma down to the insignificant ant. This covering energy is manifested under the three modes of material nature and appreciated in various ways by the living entities in both the higher and the lower forms of life. Each of the three divisions of internal potency, the Sandhini, Samvit, and Alhadini energies, influences one of the external potencies by which the conditioned souls are conducted. Such influence manifests the three qualitative modes of material nature, proving definitely that the living entities, the marginal potency, are eternally servitors of the Lord and are therefore controlled by either the internal or the external potency. अल्हादेनि संदीनि संवित् त्वय्येक सर्व संस्थितो अल्हाद ताप हरि मिश्र त्वयि नो गुणवर्जिते. Alhadini, the pleasure potency; Sandhini, existence potency; Samvit, knowledge potency; Tvai, in you; Eka, one; Sarva Samstito, who are the basis of all things; Alhad, the pleasure; Tapa, the misery; Kari, causing; Mishra, mixture of the two; Tvai, in you; No, not; Gunavarjite, who are without the three modes of material nature. O Lord, you are the support of everything. The three the three attributes of Alhadini, Sandhini, and Samvit exist in you as one spiritual energy, but the material modes which cause happiness, misery, and mixtures of the two do not exist in you, for you have no material qualities. Purport. This is the text from Vishnu Puran 1.12.69. संधिनीर सार अंश शुद्ध सत्व नाम भगवानेर सत्ता है यहाँ ते विश्राम. Sandhinir of the existence potency, Sar, essence, Amsha, portion, Shuddha Sattva, pure existence, Nam, name, Bhagwanir of the Supreme Personality of God, Satta, the existence, Haya is, Yahate, in which, Vishram, the resting place. Translation. The essential portion of the Sandhini potency is Shuddha Sattva. Lord Krishna's existence rests upon it. माता पिता स्थान ग्रह शय्यासन आर ये सब कृष्णेर शुद्ध सत्वेर विकार. माता mother, पिता father, स्थान place, ग्रह house, शय्यासन bed and seats, are and ये सब all these कृष्णेर of Lord Krishna, शुद्ध सत्वेर or the शुद्ध सत्व, विकार transformations. Krishna's mother, Krishna's father, abode, house, bedding, seats, and so on are all transformations of Shuddha Sattva. Purport. Lord Krishna's father, mother, and household affairs are all displayed in the same Vishuddha Sattva existence. A living entity situated in the status of pure goodness can understand the form, qualities, and other features of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Krishna consciousness begins on the platform of pure goodness. Although there is a faint realization of Krishna at first, Krishna is actually realized as Vasudeva, the absolute proprietor of omnipotence or the prime predominating deity of all potencies. When the living entity is situated in Vishuddha Sattva, transcendental to the three modes of material nature, he can perceive the form, quality, and other features of the Supreme Personality of Godhead through his service attitude. The status of pure goodness is the platform of understanding, for the Supreme Lord is always in spiritual existence. Krishna is always all spiritual. Aside from the parents of the personality of Godhead, all the other paraphernalia of his existence are also essentially a manifestation of Sandhini Shakti or a transformation of Vishuddha Sattva. To make this more clear, it may be said that this Sandhini Shakti of internal potency maintains and manifests all the variegatedness of the spiritual world. In the kingdom of God, Lord's servants and maidservants, his consorts, his father and mother, and everything else are all transformation of the spiritual existence of Sandhini Shakti. The existential Sandhini Shakti is the external potency similarly in the external potency similarly expands all the variegatedness of the material cosmos, from which we can have a glimpse of the spiritual field.